Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome in, Fitness Fanatics. It is Sunday, August 4th, and we have a pretty awesome show today. After this first segment, it'll get better, I promise. We got Nicole's just talking in thin air right now.
Well, because Ben took my microphone. It's not his fault, but
well,
you're gonna talk Huskers.
Jeff's told me
I know.
to come in.
I know.
So,
it's not your fault.
No, I feel like you're blaming me now.
I was a little bit, but
Well,
what am I supposed to do? Blame myself? I wasn't prepared.
Blame the situation. Blame the situation.
So I have a couple things to talk about. So this morning the first thing when I was driving home from the gym and Pete's show came on, you guys were talking about going back to school. So one thought, and Ben, you were saying that, like, you know, in high school, you didn't really care. It was like, oh, school starts, no big deal, right? So I got to think, when I was in school, I couldn't talk to any of my friends the whole summer, right? I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, I know. They're busy doing board stuff, but it's true. I lived out in the country. Your best friend was in your backyard, so you got to hang out with your best friend all the time. I lived out in the country on gravel roads. I truly didn't see my friends.
Yeah,
unless they would ride their bikes out.
And now our son, he plays video games with them all summer.
Yeah,
so I think it's a little different.
It is.
When
Back to school is
these
different.
two young. We're old enough to be their parents that are sitting in here with us today.
Yeah.
When they go back to school, it's like, oh, I see my friends. I talk to them. I FaceTime. I Snapchat.
It's different.
Instagramming with them. And for us, it was just like,
back in my day,
well, I haven't seen this person for 3 months. Like, you were kind of excited. You had your back to school. Well, I didn't have a back to school outfit. Did you? Did you get one?
Yes.
Like your grandma and Aunt Marcy took you out, right, for a back to school
I just saw
outfit.
a meme the other day that said something about going to first day of school in a sweater and jeans because it was your back to school outfit, but it was still like 80, 90 degrees outside. Well, because when you do back to school shopping, you're buying things more for fall because your summer stuff still fits you, but it's 80 degrees and you're wearing a sweater and jeans because it was your quote unquote back to school outfit. Still, like,
you know what my back to school outfit was?
A Husker shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my jean shorts.
Where did you get your jorts? Where did you get your Husker gear in Iowa?
Well, I don't know. It's just, I probably had like 3 shirts.
It's just like now.
I just wore the same shirts.
You don't
all the
buy
time.
clothes for yourself. They just magically appear in the closet for you.
Yeah, well, that's
like it happens still now today.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a kid. Your parents buy you stuff.
I know, but now it happens as an adult for you.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys back with us now?
Yeah, we are.
Are you paying attention?
I wasn't paying attention to any of the conversation.
Okay.
We noticed.
So we're gonna reset here.
All right, reset.
On my way home from the gym, you and Pete were discussing going back to school, right? And you were saying when you were in high school, it was like, it's not a big deal.
And in college, that's how I feel.
Okay, now in
high school, back to school was like I get to see all my friends again.
Okay.
And it felt more fun and like, I don't know. Back to school for high school just meant I was going to see all my friends like every day again.
So you didn't see them?
College.
You didn't see them?
I did in the summer, but like, not like when you're at school, you see them every single day.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't text them?
Yes.
Okay.
It's different than face-to-face interaction.
The point was, Nicole and I, we didn't see anybody or talk to anybody.
I mean, I probably talked to my friends on the phone.
And
a couple sleepovers, but not.
That's all we got. So we were excited to go back to school. It was a big deal.
I was okay. I wasn't ecstatic about it, but it was good.
The social aspect.
I liked the social aspect
and the routine.
Yeah,
I always liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in college,
were you just ready to get away from your parents?
Aaron Davis. I was ready to get away from Aaron.
Yeah, AD, definitely. Now I don't know if you
long summers.
I don't know if you can attest to this, but in college, back to school just doesn't feel the same way. Now, like the first semester for college, that was like exciting, but like every other semester, it's just felt like, all right, I'm one semester closer. It's just another college semester. Like it just doesn't. I don't know.
Did you grow up here?
I'm from Columbus.
Okay.
So just like an hour and a half away.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm excited for this school year just because of Husker football. Like I'm excited about Husker football, not school.
For
though.
sure.
Yeah.
It's always
the fall.
See, I like definitely. I love going back to school, but it's not because of the school.
Yeah.
It's the social friends, like sorority stuff is back, all of that. So it's like, I don't think about it like that. And I'm moving. So again, Aaron Davis. No,
little more freedom again. Little more
so
independent.
I'm excited. And a lot of my friends don't live in Lincoln. So that's going to be nice too to have.
Exactly. Your college friends.
It just doesn't. Yeah.
It's so weird. I can't see Jeff.
I
know it is weird.
He's there.
I've made friends in college, but not like in high school. Right? Like I'm the kind of person that like I needed to know somebody for a really long time before I consider them like a really good friend. And in college, like I've only been in college for 2 years. Like it's hard for me to make, and as many friends.
And your schedules have to line up exactly perfectly so you can really hang out.
I swear. What did you say just now?
What?
With your friends? I think I totally just forgot what I was going to say, but it was actually pretty good. And
he was closer to his high school friends than college friends.
I feel like guys are so much more likely to make friends at the age of like 9 and just be like, all right, we're lifelong friends now. We're never going to not be friends anymore. And this is it. Like,
that's our Ben.
Isn't that so true though? Because I feel like the guys in college, they're like, I've been friends with this person since I was 10. And girls are like, oh yeah, I met her 2 years ago, but she's my soul sister. Like, girl, it's so different for girls.
We were just cleaning out our basement a couple, months ago, actually. And Ben found this story, a book, quote unquote book, that him and 2 of his buddies wrote in like 3rd grade. And of course, they're still like best friends. And so he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I found whatever. I can't remember what it was called. So he goes right up to Xbox and like pings all his friends and they're reading it. And it's because they've been friends, since like kindergarten. And they live 3 hours away, but they still Xbox together. They still do all that stuff.
They still Xbox together.
Friends who Xbox together.
Well, and Ben's,
I'm old. I can say weird things.
And Ben has
say my context.
He's mixed his 2 Lincoln friends and Altoona friends together. So now there's like 7 or 8 of them that are all just best friends. And like twice a year, they all get together.
That's awesome.
Like last year, how many kids from Iowa came? Like 4 kids from Iowa came.
Well, it was 1 carload, so 4 to 5 probably.
4 to 5 of the Iowa boys came, and we let them stay overnight at Farrell's at Yankee Ridge.
They just took over the gym.
That sounds so fun.
It was
it's like a big slumber party. I was a little nervous about it. Like, I'm like, what if somebody calls the cops? Or
we were ready for a phone call. We didn't get one, but they made lots of trips to the Dollar Tree because it's right next door.
Oh,
they were a nuisance, I'm sure.
They went to Target.
The person at the Dollar Tree is like, not these guys again.
Hey guys, this is the 3rd time in the last hour and a half.
Jeff was really worried. Luckily, I was the one that got everything set up because literally within 2 seconds of getting there, they're playing chicken with like each other on their shoulders, trying to knock each other off their shoulders. I don't know how they didn't get injured.
And these are like
injuries.
8 juniors in high school.
Oh.
So it was pretty.
They're good kids though. That was
pretty
fun.
Nuts.
I know.
So now next year they're all going to be seniors.
Yep.
They're all graduating. So our Ben's starting school, and obviously,
not
days.
me, not the Ben in studio.
I know.
Our daughter is your age though.
Yes,
she's a little older than you are.
All right,
but again, she only has like 2 really close friends, and that's it. She's not friends with anybody that she was.
Girls are like that. It's like we have to,
and they've only been. I mean, they've all been friends for like 3 years. And that's it. That's
right.
She's got
like my closest friends are people I've known since freshman year of college. So like, literally like 2 years.
Yeah. It is
different.
See,
sure.
I couldn't do that. I have to. I don't know how can you. I don't know how much I can trust that person if I only known them for 2 years.
I literally
as a very best friend, like they can be my friend.
But like think about it. I like at the same time. Well, I guess one of my best friends literally met her like last year, but our first time like meeting and interacting was living with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was like immediately
That makes sense.
You have to.
Yeah.
My one roommate I had wasn't very good, so
I
had a bad experience. I kind of was like, I'm a guy, he's a guy, we should get along fine, and it was fine, but like, no, when he moved out, I was like, all right,
that would be
I'm
like,
I'm not sad.
My worst roommate would be like if I got in a room with somebody and they're like, well, I don't even know anything about sports.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well, we have nothing to talk about.
Or they're an Iowa fan.
Well, that's true.
They wouldn't be in Nebraska if they were an Iowa fan, you would think.
True.
No, there's Iowa fans in Nebraska.
In UNL?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That go to UNL?
Yes.
See, we were not allowed. Ben is not allowed to go to Iowa.
No.
Our
Ben would never go to Iowa.
What
not Iowa. Now, if he... ISU, maybe. Iowa State.
It's different.
Right, because and it's more fitting with what he maybe wants to do. But
what if Iowa was like, okay, we're gonna pay for all your college tuition?
So
if we'll take the student loans.
If Iowa was gonna pay for everything, chances are the kid's smart enough to go elsewhere.
That's true.
No, only Iowa.
Right?
Only Iowa will pay for everything.
That was a great counterpoint.
UNL would be also heavily pursuing Ben. ISU for sure. Yeah, Iowa.
We are going on a little visit tomorrow to UNL.
Yep. College visit tomorrow.
Did you say UNO or UNL?
UNL.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the East Campus.
The L.
Yes.
The University of Nebraska.
It's our first college visit with Ben. Our Ben.
Are you guys like sentimental about it?
Kind of. I don't know. We'll see.
College visits are a little overrated.
Well,
we're driving 5 minutes to college. So
exactly. Why do you need to tour it if you live here?
Well, because he's looking into maybe entomology, so we have to go visit. But it's a little more like specialized. Yeah.
But I hated it when I went on my college visit and they were like showing me the whole campus. I'm like, I already know where all this stuff is.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're wasting a half an hour of my
campus,
time.
So it won't maybe be
I know,
but
they were showing me like Love Library. I'm like, I'm never gonna go in this building ever in my entire life. I promise you, I'm never gonna go to the library.
And have you been to the library?
No, I have not. I had a class that was by Love Library, but I've never gone into the only time I was there.
This is a third-year college student. Everybody.
You don't need to go to the library because everything's on your phone.
Everything's on my computer.
Yeah.
I don't even have actual textbooks.
Yeah.
All of it's just on my computer.
Oh yeah, I haven't had a physical one yet.
No,
that's weird to me.
You don't have an actual book. You just have it on your computer, and it's nice.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We come from the day of we had to wrap our books in brown paper bags.
Yep.
Book covers.
What?
I know.
Yeah, you had to get a book cover.
The book, our social studies book, was probably the social studies book that my dad used in high school. Also, we went to the same high school, so you had to. You had to get grocery bags, and like there was a special way to fold it around. To protect your book, and then you could write all over.
I was never good at doing that one. I would get the ones that are like the colored. So I'd have
we didn't have those.
I would have like it would. So I'd be like, okay, green is my science one.
So you covered
blue
your books,
is my math one. See, that was when I was in high school.
I just saw a TikTok where they talked about that and which color things are. Green is definitely science.
Green is science. Blue is math. Blue is math. Yellow is English.
Red is history.
I think yellow is history.
No. Yellow is English.
Yellow gives me English vibes.
Yellow is English.
This is not where
red is history. Okay. What's another one I can't think of?
All I know is green is science. That's
green
all I know.
Is so science. That is so indisputable.
Yeah.
And blue is math. I think those two are indisputable.
I feel like red might be math. I don't know.
I would say maybe black is math. What would like?
No,
black could be history.
Black is just kind of the one I was like, okay, I don't have a color for this one. That's just the leftover one.
Hey,
I always had a black.
Guys, we have a celebrity listening. He just texted in Jake Sorensen.
He's listening to young Ben.
Now that I know Jake is listening,
I
want to read this text here.
Hold on.
Yeah. Jake said, I'm 33 years old and brown paper bag was still a thing in my school days.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was wanting to ask Nicole, what did you write on your brown paper bag book
I don't
covers?
even remember. I don't know.
You so-and-so forever with a heart.
Maybe, but probably not.
You'd write your boyfriend or girlfriend's name on there.
Maybe, but probably not.
I didn't have any of those. So I'd write
Go Big Red.
I'd write Huskers #1.
Yeah. Go Big Red. I don't remember. Oh, just my name. I don't know. Just doodle. I would just doodle on it.
I can't believe Jake didn't say hi to me. I'm his producer. I'm surprised he didn't say hi, young Ben.
Okay. I want to talk about this. I went to the
It looks like there's a ghost in the studio right now.
I'm happening.
I went to the practice last night. I was there.
Okay.
I saw Jake and his wife Elizabeth in the parking lot. Now, Jake was wearing a Royals t-shirt for this event.
That's not surprising.
Sorry.
Royals t-shirt to a
Memorial
Husker.
Stadium.
And I was like,
little.
why are you wearing a blue shirt? Like, and if you know me, look, you've ever listened to me, I am a staunch. You wear red to Nebraska because it's the sea of red. I will die on the hill on this.
You will.
That's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Blue, royal blue.
No, it wasn't. It was baby blue.
Oh,
okay. That's a better blue.
It was baby blue.
Baby blue is good.
And I did give Jake the hut up when I saw him.
Hash hole.
Yeah. So
that's mine. That's my favorite one.
So I did see him, and so I really
flag on the play for the Royals shirt.
So anyway, flag on the play. But anyway, I didn't really know what I was watching at this practice. I was watching it. Some of the stuff was pretty cool. I really like when they were scrimmaging. They didn't have full pads on, but they had like helmets, shoulder pads, and stuff. And I just wanted to watch Raiola. Honestly, I was like, get him on my side of the field so I could see more. That's who I wanted to watch.
Did you see him?
Oh,
we haven't talked about this because I was in bed when you got home, so we haven't even talked about it.
I saw him. It was pretty cool.
The big news is
Ben, I got my picture taken with Matt Rule.
Whoa.
He stood in a line.
Okay. Stood in line.
I feel like if you stand in a line for it, it's not quite as cool.
No, that's
and I got the two.
I know, right?
Okay, that's not
it's
okay.
A little,
you just lost all your aura.
It's a little ick.
You just lost all your aura.
Well,
Man, I'm so proud of you.
There was a lot of people.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
I know.
You did lose aura.
You waited in a line to get a picture with Max.
Listen, as I told, here we go. And I was waiting in line. Terrell Farley walked by, and which is really cool. What are you laughing for?
We're all dying.
Okay.
It's just funny to think of Terrell Farley seeing you waiting in line.
All right. If you're out there listening, text in. Now, would you wait? Now, I only waited for like 10 minutes.
See, okay, but you made it seem like it was like you went up to Matt Rule and you were talking to him.
I did.
No. You
said, nice to meet you, Coach.
You were just another citizen waiting in a line of probably like 50 people.
But
it's like getting a picture with Santa Claus.
No.
Like that's not that's not cool.
Hey,
that's not cool.
Were you proud of those pictures with Santa Claus when you were a kid?
No, I hated them.
I'm sorry. This is so good because he thought we were all going to be like, "Oh my god!"
You were at first.
Yes. I was at first, but then I realized you lost all your aura.
So what difference does it make?
Some much needed context.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But here's the thing: like, I could have gotten my picture taken with Coach Rule, and we saw him at the mall. But I wasn't. Now, what would be worse if I was a stalker and like, hey, can I get my picture?
That's not being a stalker, though.
It's not.
It's a valid question.
It's a valid question.
And he's probably very used to that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were just walking by Matt Rule, I think that'd be cooler. They'd be like, oh, hey, there's Matt Rule. And if you go up, like, you're super nice, be like, hey, can I get a quick picture with you? Like, I think that's cooler than waiting in a line.
I paid $25 for this. I was going to go get my picture.
Okay, but, like, so did a bunch of other people.
And there was
like,
a bunch of...
It's cool when you're, like, in a setting that's not set up for that.
So, everybody that goes to Fan Day, that's not cool.
This is the fact that text message. He said, Rule is down there taking pictures with anyone that wants one. He said,
here we go.
And I said, are you going down there? And he says, no, with the laughing emoji. And then he said, the line is ridiculous.
Ridiculously long.
Okay, so how long did you wait in line?
Then he said, should I ask him to come on our show?
Yeah, see,
which is classic Jeff.
No,
I said, no.
Maybe ask him to go on the
and
Fitness Fanatics.
Hey, he might have said yes.
He might have said yes.
6:09 p.m. is when Jeff said Matt Rule is taking pictures. 6:21. I can't help myself. I am in line.
That's so awesome. That is
how long were you in line?
I said I knew it.
I don't know. When did I text you the picture?
The picture was then texted at 6:39.
See?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
You waited
20 minutes seems like a lot.
It was either
that's a long time to be in line.
No, it was either standing and waiting for 20 minutes.
I could have went to a restaurant, got my food,
worth it for
out.
this content alone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so true.
I know.
This segment, I'm glad.
It's also so on brand for Jeff. I almost actually texted you and was like, are you going to regret this if you don't do this? But I didn't need to because you had already talked yourself into it. So
Yeah, I sat there and I debated for 10 minutes in my brain, like, should I go? Should I not? Should I go?
You would have regretted it so much if you hadn't done it.
Yeah. And I even told Rod, I said, now if Ben was with me, we would go down there. And then I'm just like, I can't help myself. I don't care.
I mean, hey, never lose your inner child.
I
That's
know.
right.
So
No,
I like that
okay.
you were
Does
excited
not.
about it.
It's just the fact that you made it seem like it was this really cool thing.
It was cool.
And it is. It was cool. It was just a little bit less cool.
There's a lot of people out there that would like to have a picture of themselves and Matt Rule on their phone, like I do. That I could show people. Look, here's me.
I bet it's a screensaver.
I got the two finger point. Two finger point. He's pointing at me like I'm
okay. That's kind of worse too.
What was?
Why?
It was so PR.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. Like the picture just seems so PR.
It was.
Like it literally feels like you're getting a picture with Santa Claus. Like that's what it feels like.
That's
hilarious.
Okay.
Like if there was like
people love Santa.
That's right. People love Santa.
And people love Matt Rule. Doesn't mean I'm gonna wait in a line for 20 minutes.
You have to understand, Jeff cannot be shamed. He cannot be shamed. There's nothing that embarrasses him.
20 minutes.
He would wait in a line right now if Matt Rule's out in front of the studio. He would ditch the show and wait in line.
I don't fault him for wanting to get a picture. It's just that he made it seem like it was like this, like he was the only one that got a picture with Matt Rule.
I was only one of about 500.
Exactly. That's not cool. Like you're not.
And you know what, Jeff?
Special then.
I bet he remember. No,
I bet
cool. He remembers you specifically.
He does because he was wearing a Husker jersey. I mean, surely
and
that
I'm sure
set him
no one else is wearing.
I don't. I mean, no one. Surely.
At a Husker.
Nobody else.
No one else.
He remembers. He's like, oh, it was the guy in the Husker jersey, right?
I've been down when I've gone to games. I've been down just shoving kids out of the way. I need to get to the front.
So Jeff,
you have no shame.
Okay, so
it's okay.
You want to know something that is cool that I did though? When my family and I, when we went to Kentucky, we were in Louisville. You have to say it like that.
I love Louisville. I can't. I have to say Louisville whenever
you have to say Louisville. We were in the same hotel. We were in the same hotel as Donovan Mitchell and Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
We got a picture with Donovan Mitchell, and it was not us having to wait into a line. We were eating breakfast, and he walked by, and we were like, "Hey, can we get a picture with you?" And then that's cooler.
Yeah, like
than
hotel
waiting in a
meet
line.
is cooler.
Yeah, that's cooler than waiting in line for 20 minutes.
When we saw him at the mall, it was at South Point, and he was going into his wife's.
And he had his kids with him.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to be
right. He was going into his wife's
that would have been weird.
Right. So we were like, no, we're not going to make this about him. He's going there to support his wife.
No, that's right.
And as I told Terrell Farley after I got my picture, I'm like, hey, I don't get to walk in these inner circles with you guys, right? Where you just
Jeff also texted me and said, Terrell Farley just said, hi, Jeff. Which is really cool.
Here,
for you.
Crowbait texts in Ben and says, I would have done it too and not given a flip what anyone else thinks.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't have done it. It's just that you made it seem like it was this super special thing and like only you got a picture with it.
I'll tell you right now, it was special to me.
That was your interpretation of what he said.
I'm glad you thought it was special.
But I did debate about it in my head for about 10 minutes.
No, I'm not faulting you for wanting to get a picture with it.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you did it too.
You would have regretted it big time.
And we wouldn't have had this glorious,
wonderful conversation.
So,
I have a tear in my eye still from laughing.
Oh, that was awesome.
So when I went to the Husker Road Race and got my picture with Dylan Raiola, is that cool? Or is it not because I had to wait in a line?
That's different. I don't know.
It's just the fact that you waited in line for 20 minutes that makes it
20 minutes
seems a little.
Ben, have you ever been to an amusement park? I've stood in line for 4 hours to go on a roller coaster.
That is true.
Like 20 minutes is like nothing.
I don't even want to be anywhere for 4 hours.
I know.
You waited in line for 4 hours?
Yes.
Or 2 or 3.
Maybe it's just because I'm 20 years old and I don't have that much patience.
Maybe.
I grew up. I'm in the TikTok generation, even though I don't have TikTok, where you need everything right away.
Yep.
See, I wouldn't even wait 20 minutes to get a picture with Matt Rule. Like I just probably wouldn't have. I wouldn't have had the patience to do it. I'm so like, my favorite thing about fast food is I can get my food in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I don't gotta wait 20, 25. All right.
We got to go to break and we have real content coming up. This was a really fun
This
segment.
was real.
I know.
Real
this
content.
It was real to us.
Aren't you glad you sat in with us?
Such a fun segment.
And then I made Nicole mad at me that I stole her stuff.
No, I was just blaming you.
All right. We'll be right back with our guest, Beth, here on 93.7 The Ticket, Fitness Fanatics.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
IT issues wreaking havoc on your day? It's time to hire the experts. It's time to hire Hamilton. When it comes to your business, you don't have time to worry about network security, data backup, and protection, or support when devices slow down or stop working. At Hamilton, we ensure that your technology is up to speed and works as hard as you do. Don't let IT issues slow you down. You deserve better. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation this year, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you. All backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of July, get financing as low as 3.9% for up to 72 months on model year 21 through 23 wheeled 8R tractors. Visit landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Is it time to replace your AC? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today. You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We've kicked Little Ben out of the room, and we have 4 guests in here with us. So we have a packed house. We're having some headphone difficulties.
The headphones are so weird.
No, it's all good. You got it? There's an R and an L. You put the R on your right ear and the L. Look.
Yeah, but it wouldn't flip. You know, shut up.
The 3 girls got the headsets on fine. So we got some problems here, Ben? Okay.
I had a...
All right. So for the rest of the show, we're going to be talking all about girls wrestling. Now, do we call it girls or ladies or women's or what do we call this? I want to make sure I say the correct thing. Okay.
Wrestling.
Okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about.
In high school, it's called boys wrestling. So I think it's fair to say girls wrestling. They don't call it men's wrestling, right? In high school.
No, you were
right.
thinking ladies versus girls.
No, I think girls wrestling is appropriate.
Yeah.
Nicole and I are sharing a mic. So if you're near watching, it's kind of like we're like really close to each other.
You guys do look really awesome on the stream.
Nicole is she has a thing of like, she doesn't like for people to say men and girls. Right?
Because then it's
what's
not
your
fair.
thing? Like
it's not
get,
even.
You're like you get upset if we say guys and girls or something, right?
I just, as a 44-year-old, don't like being called a girl. Like sometimes I've been in races, like triathlons, with my friend or whatever, and they're like, "Great job, girls." I'm like, I'm a grown woman. I'm not a girl. And they wouldn't say, "Great job, boys," if
to
you
a grown man
ran by.
They say guys.
Great job.
Right?
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah. See, I was just making sure. All right, moving on. So we have Beth Wasserberger in here with us, and Beth is a member of ours at Medellin. We also had her on back in October. So just want to check in with you, Beth, to see how everything's been going with you since we last had you in the studio.
Oh, it's been super, super busy. So, I mean, October kind of kicks off wrestling in general. And like, that's when I kind of ended my fit challenge with what was in a fit challenge. And then I disappeared from the gym for like months on end because wrestling literally takes up my life from October until literally 2 weeks ago. We just got done with open mat. So it's more or less year round. I'll go right back into the room in September. So,
yeah,
I mean, busy.
So starting with you, when did you develop a passion? Like, is it because this takes up a lot of your time, a lot of time away from your family? When did you develop this passion for wrestling and being a coach?
Well, I started wrestling when I was 4. So I have a twin brother who also wrestled, and my dad got him into it, and I went to practices. I was like, well, I want to do it too. And so that just kind of grew. So I wrestled when I was 4 until I was 18. And I wrestled against the guys because when I was in school, girls wrestling was just starting. So, I mean, all through my career up until I was about in middle school, they started having tournaments, but I'd have to travel nationwide to go to tournaments. So, like middle school, I wasn't allowed on the team in middle school or the first year in high school because they didn't want me to be wrestling the boys. So I actually was one of the first that went up to the state level in order for girls to be able to wrestle in high school. So my sophomore through senior year, I was on the high school team wrestling. But outside of that, I was wrestling year round traveling. So I mean, that I just had passion for that then, and I fell in love with it. Wrestling's a sport that you don't get, like, you don't get things out of wrestling that you do from anything else. It's a sport that you get to, you have more confidence in yourself. There's nowhere else you step out on a mat in front of thousands of people. I mean, and a wrestling gym is louder. It's probably as loud as Memorial Stadium, to be honest. It is so loud. And then you are able to zone into what you have to do for those, 6 minutes, and then you walk off and you take what you did, you have to shake it off, and sometimes within 30 minutes you're right back on there doing another match. So it's just this amazing sport that teaches confidence, and you build yourself as a person, and how you shape into a person in this sport you take outside of the sport as an adult. So I mean, once I kind of ended my career, I ended my career. I had a full ride to Oklahoma City, but I got it pulled because I had a wrestling injury to my shoulder my senior year. And so I kind of pivoted and met my husband. I kind of settled down, had kids, and I went right into coaching when he got out of the military. So I was coaching with my dad, some middle school matches. And then when my boys were old enough, I jumped right back into coaching them. So I've been coaching about 10 years, more or less, but just the girl side, which is completely different and so much fun. I've been doing for the last 4 to 5 years. So,
And you currently coach where?
I'm the head coach for Standing Bear High School for the girls program. And then I'm also the head coach for Lincoln Girls Wrestling, which is the first all girls wrestling club in Nebraska. There's one other official one in Grand Island now, but I mean, it's so fun to watch it grow.
So for the wrestling club, you have girls from all over Lincoln and every school and
yeah. So the club itself, we have, I think our youngest is maybe 4. I think we have a 3-year-old that's going to be coming in this year with her dad as a coach because she is like fire. So we do 3 all the way up. Once high school is done, the high schoolers, we want them to come in because they can go to USA State and AAU State, and they can go across the country, even across the world, and compete when it's not in high school season. So, but we do have we have some kids come up from Nebraska City, from Norris. We have some come in from Seward. We allow people to drop in if they're with other clubs. It's just about growing the sport in general.
That's awesome. Well, we have 3 wrestlers in here with us. So let's kind of go around. Oh, we have a text from Cheeseburger. Do you know him or?
Nope, don't know him at
Okay.
all.
Cheeseburger texted and said, Beth calls me a child all the time. I'm a grown man. He says.
That is my husband. We love him dearly.
She's like, I have no idea who that is.
Who's this guy?
He's awake.
Glad to see you on here, Coach Beth. Brooklyn says hi.
Hi, Brooklyn.
All right. So that was a message on Facebook. We appreciate everybody listening. If as we go along, if you have any questions for Beth or the girls, you can shoot us a text on the Starter Heyman text line at 402-464-5685. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text line. Or you can message us on Facebook. We're also on Twitch. You can watch us on Allo Channel 961 and YouTube as well. So Naya's watching all these comments on the other streams. All right, so let's kind of go around the room. We'll start with the young lady next to Beth. Just introduce yourself. Tell us how long you've been in wrestling and where you go to school.
My name is Deja. I wrestle for Lincoln North Star, and I started just about 2 years almost. This is going to be my 3rd season coming up here. So
okay, so it's kind of like rivals.
In a way, yes.
Okay.
I mean, last year I only had one wrestler, and they weren't in the same weight class. I mean, the coach from North Star and I were actually fairly good friends. So, I mean, like I said, it's more about growing it.
Yeah.
They're rivals on the mat, but as soon as they walk off the mat, it's completely different. So,
all right. And the next to Deja is
Jocelyn. I go to Dawes, and this is my 3rd year wrestling, but I wrestle for Lincoln girls wrestling as well.
Okay. And last over here.
I'm Haley. I wrestle for Lincoln Standing Bear. I've been wrestling for like 2 years.
Okay.
Wass would like to say that it's 1 because she doesn't count middle school wrestling.
Now, why doesn't middle school wrestling count?
Okay, so in Lincoln, their middle school wrestling is consistent of 4 tournaments, 2 of which are only takedown, and they roll out in tennis shoes and shorts and t-shirts. So it's just not. It's wrestling, but it's not a true wrestling environment per se.
Now, what about when I wrestled elementary school? Does that count? Because I was 5-1 record.
Well, I mean, did you actually go out like club wrestling, or did you roll out in tennis shoes and shorts and be like, this is cool, we're just doing takedown tournament?
That was a long time ago. I probably just wore shorts and a t-shirt and wrestling shoes.
Well, at least you had wrestling shoes, so there you go. Wrestling shoes makes it count,
I think
right?
so. I was pretty good. I probably could have been like a state champion if I would have stayed in it,
You should have.
Because I was 5-1 in 3rd and 4th grade kids wrestling. And my only loss, this is kind of cool. My only loss, I know everybody's like, all the girls are like, oh, all right.
This is what we're doing, I guess.
All the listeners really are intrigued. My one loss was to a kid. His name was Ben Barnes. And when he was a senior, he won the Iowa State Wrestling Championship. That's pretty cool,
Well,
right?
that's fair. There you go.
And he pinned me in like 30 seconds.
That also
It's kind of
seems
my
fair.
claim to wrestling fame. Right? All right. So anyway. All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with all the girls and Beth here talking girls wrestling. So if you have any questions, again, you can text us at 402-464-5685. We'll be right back on Fitness Fanatics 93.7 The Ticket.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone here again with Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear your lot is packed with new and pre-owned cars again. I know everyone would love to hear all about it. Please tell us all about it.
Thanks, Charlie. It's taken some time, but we have more than 150 new Hondas in stock right now with hundreds on the way, including over 30 new Ridgelines in stock right now. But we've been telling everyone now, Charlie, is it's really cool that someone can come in and look at a new Honda and drive away with it that day.
That's great. Like you said, it's taken a while, but now there are hundreds to choose from. How about pre-owned, Andy?
As always, Charlie, we have over 100 to choose from, all makes and models, with prices starting at under $10,000.
Well, maybe it's time. You come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, Trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and my schedule can get a little hectic. From softball practices to going to class, traveling for games, spending time with family, and catching up with friends, I am always on the go. I want a bank that can help me from anywhere, but also be there when I need them. That's Midwest Bank. They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
Because
can't,
they can't
hold
get out
their
there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right.
I was right.
Oh, okay.
This is 5 and 6.
This is why I don't need to be by the board.
This is why
I'm gonna
Jeff
start
does not
hitting
need to be
buttons.
behind the ones and twos.
All right. So this segment, when we first started our show, we were talking about back to school. So it's want to go around the room and check everybody's excitement levels. Like, are you excited to go back to school here in the next couple weeks? And so we'll start with Deja.
I'm semi excited. I've got a lot of tough classes this year though, so we'll see how that turns out, I guess.
And what grade are you going to be in?
I'm going to be a junior.
Okay. What do you miss do you miss anything about school?
Seeing people every day probably.
Okay. And then we'll go to Jocelyn.
No, I'm not.
You're not excited
at all. I just don't like waking up early. And I'm going into 8th grade.
Okay. Now we get up at 3 a.m. every day.
Oh.
That's
for our
the middle
work.
of the night.
That's when we get up. So we're used to that. So like
Gross.
sleeping into us is like today when we're up at like 6 o'clock. That's sleeping in for us. But we used to be that way when we were young. We could sleep really late. All right. And Haley.
I'm excited to be back into like a flow of school, but not necessarily excited for homework and classes.
Everybody looking to get away from their parents.
No,
not really.
You're not all listening to you. That's because they're all here to give you a ride home.
They're all listening.
You have to say the correct thing. Like, yes, I can't wait to get rid of them and go see somebody else. Well, we were talking about like when we were in school, we didn't see anybody or we weren't able to text people or FaceTime or Snapchat or TikTok, all this stuff that you guys have now. So for us, it was like we didn't see most of our friends for like 2.5 months. Didn't talk to them, didn't see them. So it's kind of exciting for us. That's why I wanted to check with the younger people of today, just to kind of see, since you get a text and see your friends all the time, if it was as big a deal now as it was to us back then. So that's kind of the I'm like, all right, well, let's go back to break. And then we'll come back and we'll get talking about some girls wrestling here with these four. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Without a strong IT partner, your business ends up overspending, underperforming, wearing too many hats, complicating your work, and more. Applied Connective Technologies can help with experts in every facet of technology. If it plugs in, powers on, or charges up, they're your people. Imagine being able to call one team for all your technology solutions rather than a village of vendors and providers. For all your needs in managed IT and cybersecurity, phone systems, physical security, infrastructure, and audio or video, head to appliedconnective.com to better your business today. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Tune in every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Don't miss the opportunity to learn about the Malone Community Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln and the surrounding area. It's the Malone Radio Show with Executive Director John Goodwin and Sports Director Mike Hunter every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you have gently used books just waiting to be given new life in the hands of new readers? Linked to Literacy can help. We're gathering books for our second annual Wordstock event at Antelope Park on August 24th. It's a community-wide book swap where people can shop for free books and enjoy fun activities. From now until August 19th, you can drop off your book donations at several locations throughout Lincoln. So gather up books for both kids and adults and find a collection site near you at linktoliteracy.org. Then plan to join the fun on August 24th.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now here are your hosts, Jeff and Nicole Essig.
All right, welcome back to the Fitness Fanatics. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor of hour number 2. Hour number 2 is sponsored by Modern Woodmen of America. Founded in 1883, Modern Woodmen offers financial services and member benefits to individuals and families throughout the U.S. For more information, please give Sean Erickson a call at 402-483-6515. Modern Woodmen of America, touching lives, securing futures. So big shout out to Sean. He's one of our members and instructors out at Yankee Ridge. So we appreciate Modern Woodmen's support of Farrell's. And also they were a sponsor of Down to Box, which is our kickboxing program for adults and kids with intellectual disabilities, and physical disabilities, which just came to an end yesterday, which we were so sad. The last day for Down to Box, I put on a little bodysuit and let them punch me. And some of them punched really hard.
Like how they do.
Like my abs are a little sore because I had to keep my abs tight and I had to reel in some of them.
I'd wait in line 20 minutes for that.
That you'd wait in line 20 minutes to give me a few punches in the chest?
Yeah, but not a photo with Matt Rule, but a few hits to the chest. Maybe right after you coached a class. Right after you coached a class that I took, then I would wait 20 minutes to hit you.
I wonder how much money we could raise if we had like a dunk tank with the instructors.
Oh my gosh. You guys could, that could single-handedly fund the gym for the next decade.
Well, I would need, if
people
I'm gonna,
have vendettas.
If I'm going to let members punch me in the chest, I need to get one of those giant, like dog suit ones.
Oh, there's some people that would I've seen in class
one.
that I'm like, I would never want to make this person angry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Am I one of them?
No. I'm joking. It's just because we're never in class together. You're always working.
I'm teaching.
You're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You're never teaching, really.
All right. Well, we're going to get back to our guest here. So we kind of want to go around the room. And Nicole I've already forgot what questions you want to ask. So I'm going to turn this over to you. You can lead
we talked about this, but no, we just wanted to talk about how each of you guys got into wrestling. So kind of we'll just always start with Deja, just and then go down. So yeah, just talk about your journey getting into wrestling.
All right. So my freshman year is when girls wrestling was first mandated in Lincoln. So it was very new to me. I didn't even know it was like a thing. I never thought of it as an idea at all until I had my weightlifting coach, Bird. He like talked to me every single day. He was like, "Come on, you got to wrestle. You got to wrestle. Like, try it." And I was just like, "No, that's kind of weird. That would be gross." But then I finally kind of got a little convinced and had a couple friends join with me, so I wasn't the only one starting it. And once I started, I loved it, I guess. My first season wasn't so great, but I still like continue to push hard and go through it, And yeah, I love the sport, so
awesome. All right, Jocelyn.
Since she started doing it, I was just watching her a little bit, and since I already did jujitsu, I was kind of like, "Oh, this is kind of cool. I should try it." So,
Are you guys like friends outside of
she's
school
my
too?
older sister.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, did not know that. Okay, that makes sense.
But the girls coach at her school, I actually went to their club, and so he was my coach for a little bit, and then I just really liked it, and I kept doing it, and I found the next year I found Lincoln Girls Wrestling, and with all the girls there, I just really liked it, so I just wanted to keep on doing it.
And Haley?
When I was 7, my mom enrolled me in jujitsu, which is actually the same place she went. But so when I was in middle school, I heard on the intercom that they were like that there was wrestling. So I was like, oh, this might benefit jujitsu because takedowns then weren't great. I mean, with like judo throws, it's way different. And so I did that. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't super successful because the way they did weight classes was funny. And then when I went to high school, I ended up being the only girl too, so that was interesting, but I'm definitely gonna stick with it.
So are you just starting high school now? Or I don't think we asked you what grade you were in.
No, I was the only girl wrestler at Standing Bear last year, but I'm gonna be a sophomore this year.
Okay. Yeah. So now have all of you wrestled boys too, or is kind of your experience? What are those experiences like?
I think I'm the only one who hasn't.
Okay.
Because I started in high school, so I've only ever had to wrestle guys or girls in matches.
Yeah. So Jocelyn and Haley, what's that like? Because I feel like that's probably one of the things that people, kind of wonder about how you feel or how your opponents feel. What kind of like struggles have you had in that?
So one of my clubs I did over the summer, I think was like the first time I wrestled guys because I was the only girl at the club. And it was really scary at first, but then when I started wrestling them, I think I improved a lot because I also had to wrestle. Most of them were bigger than me because there was just no one my size. I think girls and guys have a big different style though, like a big difference in it. So when I wrestled guys, they're just like they're always moving and stuff, and girls kind of flow a little slower. I think it might just be because they're
more
just starting.
strategic.
Yeah, and guys just kind of go,
Mhm.
and then
So girls are more strategic than guys, you're thinking?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I have a different experience with like going with guys. So my jujitsu classes growing up were co-ed, so it wasn't any change. But when I went to high school, being the only girl, there was no one else for me to practice with, so we kind of had to. One thing I will say is I don't believe they ever shower. They smell really bad. And they always get warm. Lost knows who I'm talking about too. They smell so bad.
You're in middle
Yeah,
school,
that's
right?
probably true.
Middle school, high school?
High school.
That was
High school
freshman.
boys. I mean,
Freshman.
yeah, freshman boys.
Mhm.
Yeah. Some of them have improved, at least.
So you definitely prefer
Well,
wrestling other girls versus boys.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, it's good to have a mix because it's like two very different styles. And of course, guys have that like testosterone advantage. So it's like you kind of have to push a little bit more. But
Mhm. And then Jocelyn, so you were talking about how it's different. I kind of interrupted, but yeah, did you have anything else to add to that?
In middle school, I also was I wasn't the only girl, but I was the only girl. They have A, B, and C team. I was the only girl on A. So I wrestled all guys during middle school. And I think it was just very like nerve wracking when we first started because I hadn't wrestled guys for like a tournament. And I feel like it was like kind of unfair. I mean, because the guys were like a lot stronger, you could tell, even at the same weight. But I think I learned a lot, so I think it was a good thing. And I didn't like lose everything. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's a good. I mean, you're still trying to advance the sport, so you still deserve to have that place. And if any of you were like, well, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to wrestle boys, then the sport wouldn't be as advanced. Do you agree, Beth? Kind of what is your perspective on that?
Definitely. I mean, wrestling guys, and I mean, all three of these can probably testify. I say it over and over again. Girls wrestling is different than guys. Like there's certain moves that you can teach to a guy and it has to be adjusted to the girls. And we have several, like I'm one of 2 girl coaches for the club, and the guys will show something and I'll be like, but the girls have to do this. And I'll walk around and be like, you need to adjust, even like just your base. The girls' base has to be wider. But when you're wrestling the guys, and I come from personal experience, like a lot of the guys even now are like, what do I do with my hands? I feel like that's a guy thing through and through anyways, but they feel like if they lose to a girl, there's still like this big thing that they're going to be made fun of and whatnot. And for a girl, it's like, okay, so you're going against someone who's like basically out for blood and you're just out to try and do your best and win the match. And for a guy, it's so much worse if they lose versus they win. So it's just, I think it's great that we have girls versus girls now because that takes it away and makes the sport so much more fun. But I mean, even when you look at like, and I know you guys have all been to practices where at club we share the room with the boys one night a week. And the difference between that practice, and we're still on half the mat, just the girls, but that practice versus just the girls, no boys in the room is so much different. And I mean, even high school, I know Haley can say versus our high school practice versus our open mat where it was all girls, just how different it is. It's awesome, like in my opinion.
So what is different? Like, what does that mean for you? Like, how is it different?
The environment's different. So when the boys are in the room, it is so much louder. Like they don't shut up. They're very loud. And well, even like with club, because you have like small kids, you're talking, 5 up to 18, they're just so much louder, but they're working at a different pace. They have to drill something several times over what the girls do. So the girls, they can hear it and they understand it and they do it and they ask questions. When the boys are in the room, it's harder for them to ask questions and to focus. So I feel like when it's just girls in the room, we get so much more accomplished and we take bigger steps forward versus not. And I mean, and just the energy in general, like
it's a lot more open.
I love it. I can never play.
What does that mean? What does more open mean?
It just feels like the vibe's just more open. Like with guys, it's always like masculinity, raw.
Yeah.
Like trying to be the best or like trying
versus
to look a
like
certain
trying
way.
to learn from each other. Do you feel like girls do a better job of trying to learn from each other?
Yeah, definitely. Except for when there's some days that there's some moods. At least I can say that on my part.
Someone texted in and said, well, they first sent a Talladega Nights GIF and it just says, I'm not sure what to do with my hands. And then they also said, Cheeseburger also said, it is more quiet and calm when it's just the girls. The boys are insane.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you guys are correct.
Yeah. He also, Grant Cheeseburger
is
Cheeseburger
Beth's husband.
Yeah, he also helps coaches Lincoln Girls Wrestling, so he knows firsthand. But yeah. So and it's just there's so much different. Like when we plan practices out, like we legit have different practice plans for if there's other people in the room and not. And like I mean, even it comes down to the playlist. If the boys are in the room, I can't play Disney music. If the girls are in the room, we have girls singing along to Let It Go as we're practicing. And some are like, we don't like this music, and yet they're still singing along to it. It's like there's just that difference. Like we can jam out to different kind of stuff. Like you can put on, the cha-cha slide and all the girls will stop. You can see it at tournaments, even like high school tournaments for girls. You'll see all of them out on the mats dancing together versus a boys tournament. You're not going to see them interacting. And I mean, it's just so much different all the way around, which is amazing to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. We did have a text earlier from from 0561, and they were just asking what's your favorite move. So let's go ahead and move to that. So Deja, what's your favorite move? And kind of explain it too, because like Jeff and I, well, besides Jeff's wrestling career in 3rd grade, I am not familiar with wrestling at all. Our son Ben went to like one wrestling practice when he was in like 1st grade, and we went to a school in central Iowa, and wrestling is a big deal in Iowa. There's the pipeline to Iowa, University of Iowa. So it's a big deal. Huge group of wrestlers. And Ben just did not, went to a couple practices. It didn't really mesh with him. And I felt like he was kind of taking up space for other kids that wanted to be there. So he had he did have wrestling shoes though. He did have a really short wrestling career. So I don't know what the moves mean. So kind of explain what your favorite move is, Deja, and kind of what that is.
Okay. So my favorite move, I think, is chicken wing stack. So you kind of put your like arms around theirs and get them like real tight in there, and then you like block their legs and roll them over. It's kind of hard to explain, but their legs are up in the air, their arms are stuck, and their shoulders are on the ground. So it's kind of like a cool looking move, I guess. It's pretty fun to do, and it's hard to get out of. So it's a good move to keep people down there, I guess.
Good. Awesome. Jocelyn?
I think my favorite move is a sweep single, probably. So it's like I shoot on their left leg, so usually that's not the leg they have in front, so you kind of got to move them, but you basically just shoot for one leg and you kind of punch through and then spin around to pick it up, or you can drive your shoulder into them and kind of make them fall over. And I just like it because it's super fast, and I feel like it always works. And if you just get it like perfect, so if you practice it a lot, and I feel like when I get it perfect, especially at practice, it just always works, and I always land in a perfect spot.
Awesome. And Haley?
My favorite move would have to be a sprawl. So a sprawl is a defensive move. So whenever someone shoots either single, double, or any type of takedown,
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
you go for their legs to try and like trip them like they're a dummy, essentially.
Okay.
And so when they're doing that, you shove their head to the ground and then you slam your hips down too. So you're kind of like in a line with them, if that makes your chest is like on their head, at least in like you're just keeping them down. And then if you give them a bloody nose, that's always great too. It's one of those moves.
We got another text. 5716 said, for girl wrestlers, what was your favorite win? So what's your favorite win that you've had that was like, yes?
Go ahead, Haley. You look like you got it right there, teed up. Go ahead.
So I was at a meet in Beatrice. I think it was like my 4th match that day. And we were tied up. And so I had to go into a tiebreaker round. It was like the blood round. Or, I don't know. It was kind of. It was to medal too. And so I was like not having it. There was an angry face involved because I just wanted to be done. So I just sprawled down her and went behind and got my 2, and I was done. It was, yeah.
Game over.
I was mad.
You were mad that you were in that situation that you had to wrestle
I don't
again?
want to go more than 6 minutes. I want to go drink and sit down and nap.
So you just get the job done and then get out of there. Yeah, it seems like that's a good outlet for your that negative energy, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Jocelyn, what about you?
I think my favorite win was, so there was a girl from Beatrice that's beat me like 5 times, and I've gone against her a lot. And then at districts, we went against each other in the first round. She was winning a lot. And then the second round, I think it was Beth, I heard say be aggressive. And then I just started kind of getting super aggressive because I was like, I need to win this. Like, I haven't beat her before. And then I ended up getting a pin on her. She did a move and I just countered it, and I landed in a weird spot, so I had to adjust, but I ended up pinning her, and I was just like really excited because she's beat me so many times and she's really good. So I was really excited about that, and I think that was definitely my best match.
So when you get the pin, again, I don't know anything about wrestling. Does that mean it's over or
Yeah.
okay? Yeah. Well, I didn't know if there's like, because I know there's points involved
Well,
too
there is
somehow.
point,
Yeah.
So, I mean, ultimately, the goal of a match is ultimately to win, but to
Mhm.
pin someone. Like,
Okay.
so if you take them down, so if you take them off their feet and you get around behind them, that's 2 points.
Mhm. Okay.
Say if that person gets out and stands back up and you're no one's touching each other, that's an escape. So 1 point. Reversal would be if you take someone down again, but the person on the bottom manages to get around, and now you're the person on the bottom, so it switches 2 points. And then the other points you can get is near fall. So when you have the top person as someone on their back and their shoulders are more than 45 degrees, they start counting. And once you get to 5 points, if both shoulder touches at the same time, that's considered a pin and match is over.
Okay.
They just changed all those though, too.
Yeah.
They changed all the
takedown to
points.
3 points.
Yeah, the
right?
first takedown is now 3 points, and now you can go up to near fall 5. And then the only other thing that really changed is the step out rule. So now as long as you even have one toe in, you're still considered in. Past that, everything's basically the same, more or less. But yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it.
Yeah. So that's good. That helps. So Deja, what is your favorite win?
So I think it has to be from this year, the sub-districts match, my last one. Because if I lost, I wouldn't have made it to districts. But if I win, then I go to districts. So it was just like really, I guess I was nervous. But during the match, I started losing. I got like thrown in the air, both feet off the ground. And I was like, shoot, I'm not going to win this. But then I had like so many, like my entire team was out there. My parents were there. I had like family out there screaming for me. Everyone was just so loud and giving me so much energy and stuff. I pushed through it, and I ended up pinning her right at the end. And everyone just like ran over and like hugged me. It was just like a great experience. Really felt like the energy with the team and the love and everything.
That's awesome. Beth, what's your favorite win? And move.
Oh.
Yeah. I should have asked you that too.
Well, my favorite move is the fireman's, hands down. Basically, you go in for a normal shot. You have one leg that goes in between their legs while you're grabbing onto their arm like a fireman's carry. So you do that, and you throw them right over top, and you swim, and you basically get a pin them. Like it's my favorite thing ever. My favorite one, I don't know. So long ago for me. I mean, I guess my favorite wins would probably be the first all-girls tournament I went through, and I pinned my way all the way to first. I mean, that's something like I was excited. My dad was stoked. It was like, this is where I want to be. I guess that was a turning point in where all girls wrestling meant something so much bigger to me than just wrestling the guys. Like I knew it was something that I wanted to share and make available to everyone else.
So can a wrestling match, it's called a match, like the individual round is called a match. You don't have to have a pin?
No.
Okay.
So
I'm assuming is it timed? I don't know.
So a wrestling match for if you have club, they have generally if it's the younger kids, 6th grade's probably the cutoff when they kick it up to higher. But it's 3-minute periods for the younger ones, and it goes a minute and a half periods for older, and then high school's 3 2-minute periods. So you go through all those, and if one person has a higher score than the other one, then they win. If it is tied or no one has scored at all, then they go into overtime, and you can go into or they can call it sudden victory. It just depends who you talk to. But if you still don't score the first overtime, that's 1 minute, no one scores, and then you have 2 more you have to do. The one person will go down the first one, and then the other person can choose up or down. You can write them out, or you get a point. If you still go through those 2 and it's not scored, then there's 1 more, and then it depends if the person, whoever it is, if they write them out and the other person doesn't score, they win. If the other person gets up and scores, and they win. I really hope I never have to get to that point ever again with any of them. The only time we did was at a camp. Actually, these 3 actually went to the SCC camp. We went down there this summer, and Haley, they had a whole bunch of like live matches at the end, and Haley had to go like into the 4 overtimes her very first match. I was like, that's a 9-minute match right there. And I was like, all right. It was like they're like, we're dead.
We were dead set even opponents too. Like she was the same grade, same amount of like experience. And then I won with rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
because they didn't finish it the right way, which kind of made me mad because I knew I could have won. But
but I mean,
that's what I was wondering. Like I was assuming that normally happens with like newer wrestlers or if they're very evenly matched.
Yeah, if they're evenly matched. Usually, like, it's kind of fun to watch as the girls wrestling evolves. It, like, you can tell when they very first got a sanctioned here, it was either going to be a really quick match or a really long match. There was no in between. It was either one person knew what they were doing and the other one didn't, or they both kind of knew what they were doing and they've been doing it for a while. So it made it interesting. But like last year, as it was the second year, it just kind of, the matches kind of get a little more in depth per se. So I mean, it's been so much fun to watch it evolve. But I mean, the other thing the girls have to worry about too is, so girls wrestling from in high school at least is folk style. There's three different styles of wrestling. There's folk style, freestyle, and Greco. For girls, you have folk style in high school, but if they want to wrestle in college, they have to wrestle freestyle. So, and with freestyle, so the ones that I described earlier, that's all folk style. Freestyle, you still do the takedowns, but you get points for like rolling them across the mat. And in folk style, you can't lock your hands. Freestyle, you can. So it's two different styles. So that's the other thing with girls wrestling is, okay, we're teaching you a base of folk style. That way you can transition into freestyle. But that's a big thing. Like, we have these girls, it's like, okay, you're done with high school, come do club wrestling where we're going to do folk style state and then come back and we're still going into freestyle.
How is that different from boys wrestling? Are they
boys
similar or
wrestling
different?
is they do folk style in high school and college, and then I mean Olympics is freestyle for everyone. But I mean, so they can just transition straight from folk style to folk style. Girls are like, okay, well, here you learn this one and now you have to transition here. But like recruiting, they're still recruiting out of folk style for college, but it's going to get to a point if they don't have the freestyle background, they're not going to be the top picks to be recruited, which, I mean, in my opinion, is you either need to change college to folk style or high school to freestyle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I love freestyle. Like I love the rolling and the locking the hands, but like, I mean, I can coach either one. I would rather wrestle a freestyle match than a folk style match, but you know, I feel like there should be that continuous thing.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Cheeseburger wishes he was in studio so much right now. The way that he's texting in, he's saying that picking him as a husband was your greatest win, is what he wanted to say.
He's
but
so cute.
He's texting a lot. We'll go to break. We'll get you caught up with what Cheeseburger's been saying. And then I want to talk about in the next second, like what your goals are. I also don't know when wrestling seasons are. So we'll talk about that. And then like what goals you guys have for the next season. So we'll take our break real quick.
You got to call us into it, Jeff. It's
All
tradition.
right.
You have to. It's a part of the tradition.
Stay right with us. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Become part of the Landmark difference today. Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, is currently hiring in our parts departments. As a member of our team, you'll assist customers in finding the right parts for their equipment, manage inventory, and collaborate with sales and service. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you at our dealership. Apply today and grow your career with Landmark Implement, where your skills make a difference in the ag community every day. See full details online at landmark.careers.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA on Saturday, August 10th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 9 fights are scheduled for the night, including professional lightweight and welterweight bouts and the main event of Donnie Bush versus Micah Washington in the professional welterweight championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the MMA fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Fitness Fanatics. We've been talking all things girls wrestling here with these three young ladies and one of the coach at Lincoln Standing Bear and Lincoln Girls Wrestling Club, Beth. So we got a couple more questions here for everybody. We had a text from Bill and Bennett, which just kind of goes into what you were wanting to ask them about future. You can go ahead and ask the question.
Why? You can talk too. So Bill had asked, do any of you aspire to be in wrestling once you get into college? Was his question.
Definitely.
Mhm.
I'm doing recruiting right now, actually,
Ooh.
and it's quite the process, I guess.
Yeah.
There's actually not very many colleges, I feel like, that have girls wrestling, especially like with, I guess there's like smaller schools that have it, but there is like no big schools. Like the only one that you'd probably like know of is Iowa. Iowa has it. I guess all the really like smart schools have it. So Princeton, Yale, they all have.
Oh well, all you have to do then is get a scholarship to Yale. That's
right.
You got it.
Not hard to do.
It's just hard to choose like which ones I even want to go after because either they're like really, really far or it's just super expensive. It's just there's not a ton of options right now. So I'm hoping in the next couple of years it'll be.
Or it's
more
Iowa.
options.
Yeah. Or you have to go to Iowa.
So are like being recruited, is it like partial scholarships? Like, how does that whole thing work?
So they have scholarships and a lot of the schools can combine the academic with the athletic scholarships, but I don't think there's any like super crazy scholarships for girls wrestling right now because it's still kind of small, but it's getting bigger every year. So
Okay. And how about you, Jocelyn?
I'm not really sure. I feel like if the opportunity kind of comes to me to wrestle in college, I definitely probably will, but I don't know if I don't know if I could decide that right now because I don't know if there's going to be like a certain career I want to do that takes up most of my time.
And you said you're in going into eighth
Yeah.
grade. I mean, the way that landscape could change too. Like, it's kind of cool. You're sending your sister like, go test the waters, but it'll be hopefully a lot different. Hopefully you'll have more options by the time you get to college. So, but yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
It's
like,
just, I don't think it's something that I'm going to like chase. And if I don't, like, it doesn't happen, I'm going to be like super upset or anything. Cause I feel like when I get a lot older, I might start focusing more on like a job or starting a business, which is what I've always wanted to do, is start a business. So I feel like I might focus more on that. But if I do have the opportunity, I probably will end up wrestling in college.
I think it'd be pretty great to wrestle in college as long as there's like more girls, because it's fine being the only girl, but it's also pretty awkward for like the beginning. It's interesting.
and then I'm assuming like when you do tournaments and stuff, you're seeing a lot of the same people, right? Over and over again. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, I have the ability to set my own schedule for high school. For the high school, we have to travel, and I'll be honest, my schedule looked probably nothing like any other Lincoln school because I'm from the middle of nowhere, so I have no like. To me, driving 2 hours is just it's normal. And while other people are like, "Oh, we got to leave Lincoln. I don't want to do that." I'm like, "Oh no, we're like literally. There's several times that we're going 3 to 4 hours to tournaments this year just so we can get." A good mix of other people. I like how you're scared because she doesn't know this yet.
Yeah,
but
Now you need a waffle that long.
So, and it's like but it's good because I want the mix of people. I don't want to see the same people every time. And when it comes down to it, like when we have meetings at every tournament. And so if she's beat one person, then she's going to be seated higher. Well, if you have a common opponent and you beat that person, you're also seated ahead of them. So that's why I'm like, okay, we need a good mix of different people because when you go into districts and into state, I mean, hypothetically, you're going to see people from the other side of the state you would have never seen before. And to me, I'd rather see a wide variety because western side of Nebraska coaches differently and wrestles differently than eastern side of Nebraska. So, I mean, yeah.
What is the typical time frame for wrestling season?
So high school is this year, usually it's October, but we're starting late this year for whatever reason. So it's November 12th is when we start. And then we're no longer doing subs. So we have districts that will be February.
No subs.
No sub. There's no subs. So it's just we have 2 different districts this year. So that'll be February, and then state is always the second week in February, usually around Valentine's Day. As far as club goes, there are clubs that wrestle year round. Personally, for us, we'll start up in November, and we go through Club USA State is in March, and then for folk style. And then freestyle state is in May. So we also go all the way through May for freestyle. And then we also picked up Standing Bear hosted an all girls open mat open to anyone from any high school, any club to come out this year. And we did that from May until a couple weeks ago. So when I say wrestling eats my life away, it literally does all but 2 weeks. And in those 2 or 3 weeks that I'm off, I'm planning tournaments. Like we're talking to other coaches for clubs. And so, I mean, it's a constant go. So really, as far as wrestling, if you're a girl who wants to get into wrestling, even it doesn't matter. I do coach for Standing Bear. I coach for Lincoln Girls Wrestling. But to me, I don't care what club you go to. I don't care what high school you go to. I just want you to get out and be and do the sport because it's going to make such a huge impact in your life. Like everything I've gone through in the last 2 years, like all these girls know, like I've had cancer the last 2 years. And if I hadn't done wrestling growing up, I don't think I'd have the mindset I had today in order to get where I am through that and still be. I'm still coaching wrestling. I'm still doing kickboxing. Like I'm go all the time. And I mean, that's an outlook that wrestling has given to me. So I think it's important that you find a club. And if you think my club isn't a fit for you, I'm not offended. Okay, I'm going to tell you, the Rockets have a club. Hawks have a club. There's a new club in Norris that's wrestling year round. There's girls from Nebraska City. There's Seward. Like go somewhere. There's the best wrestler in Omaha. If I'm not what you need, tell me what you need and I'll help tell you. High school, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what high school you go to. Just go try it out. Drag your friends in. If they're like, oh no, drag 6 of them in and come try it. Like, please bring everyone in. I guarantee you every coach will be happy to have the extra bodies just trying it out.
So we did have a question too on Facebook. Justin had asked, how many girls should be at Standing Bear Wrestling for this year, do you think?
And then right after he also just said, how many girls can join the Lincoln Girls Wrestling Club?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Standing Bear question, I think I would tell you, I for sure have one that will be there no matter what.
I heard about a
She from
junior.
No, my one that'll be there no matter what. It'll be Haley. She is committed. She will be there. I have had people tell me they will come. I've had up to 12 people tell me that they will be on the team.
I heard about a junior that was varsity from some other school.
And here's my thing. Until they walk into the room and they've been on my mat for at least a week straight, I'm not going to count my eggs before they've been laid. That's how I am as a coach. I want everyone to try it out. But, as long as I have at least 2 this year, I am happy. And I think we do have the 2 for sure. As far as Lincoln Girls Wrestling goes, we don't cap out of a number. If we grow, we will add on days. I'm trying to figure out some different scheduling stuff for them. And we're going to have a coaches meeting here soon. So we'll get that information out on our page. Like I said, I know other clubs in the area, like no one's going to turn you away.
Right.
If they get too big, they will accommodate and add in an extra day. I mean, as far as club goes, we all volunteer our time. I mean, high school, I get paid to coach high school, but when I did open mat, I did it as a coach, a high school coach, opening up to everyone. That's also volunteer time. I mean, we put in it because we love it. So
real quick, we'll kind of start this. We just have a couple minutes, but what are some of your guys' goals for this next wrestling season?
For me, it's definitely to go to state.
Have you been to state before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
So I guess it's mainly my goal is to go to state, but I would really like to place at state as well. If I did, I'd be the first girl from my school to do either. So I think that would be, I don't know, pretty cool if I could do that first,
Yeah, that's a good goal. Jocelyn?
I think my overall goal, so this year at state, I got 4th. It's a little bit different than high school because, I mean, it's not as advanced and it's not actual
I wouldn't
state,
say
I'd
that.
say.
I think because USA State also has high schoolers there. I think USA State is at this point in time, USA State is more advanced than high school state because the girls you're wrestling have been wrestling since they were 4. The girl you talked about beating has been wrestling since she was 4. So don't count yourself
Don't
short.
discount your accomplishments. Yeah.
I think my goal is to get top 3 in state. And I think the 3 girls ahead of me, I'm pretty sure all 3 or 2 of them are going to high school. So I'm going to have some different competition. I think that'll be good.
Awesome. And Haley?
I have 2. I want to go to state, but
Have you been to state?
No.
Okay.
That we're gonna get into that. So
That's
my
goal.
season got cut short because I broke 2 bones in my arm
in wrestling.
Yeah. So the definite goal is to finish out my season and actually compete at districts because I broke it like a week and a half before my sub districts. So the goal is definitely to go to state and not break myself.
a good goal. I'm sure your parents would agree, and your coaches,
and your doctor.
Yeah,
My mom says I was a bit of a demon.
yeah. And then Beth, do you have a goal overall just for your club or for your school? And
I mean, I think as far as wrestling goes, my goal is always, as a coach, my goal is to better. I try to better myself. Like I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to help them most. And it's not just about the sport. We're also there for all the things in between. Like Haley mentioned, that there's a lot of emotions that come with the girls' side, and we're there for it all. My goal, I mean, as far as club goes, it'd be great to have more girls, but it's not just about the numbers. It's about developing the people that we have in the room. As far as high school goes, my goal is to have at least 2 girls. That'd be great. Again, we're developing the program. And I have the boys coach for the high school. Like me and him get along great, and we've been going back and forth. We're trying to figure out how to make things work. And so, I mean, I fly by the seat of my pants a lot, but I do a lot of planning. So as long as we can build the girls that we have and they can go out and be successful people, like that's what I'm about.
All right. Well, we're going to take our last break and we'll come back and wrap it up with these ladies here on 93.7 The Ticket, the Fitness Fanatics.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
This is Bree Fansteel, local race car driver. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to Fitness Fanatics on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. We're going to close things up here with these ladies. We've been talking all things girls wrestling here in Lincoln and the state of Nebraska. So the last question that I've been curious about, and we'll start with you, Haley, is what is your pre-match ritual? And then if you listen to music, like what's your pump-up go-to music song?
Okay, so my pump-up go-to music song was probably Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay.
And then, so my whole ritual to getting, so you're obviously wearing your like hoodie or whatever to keep warm. So I'm listening to music almost the whole meet because I get in my own head a little bit. So I'm listening. Hey! And then I like to do really weird dances. Like I'll cross my legs or like this one I do after our guys wrestling coach, and I know he's listening. So it's like, so when you're in Greco wrestling, you're not allowed to touch your legs. So he like did this really weird thing with his arms in practice once, and now I do it all the time before a match. And then the thing that Was does before my match is she'll hit my headgear for me, like just slap it. It's like white noise, and then just a big, really hard high five that really hurts, and then I'm good.
There you go.
All right, Jocelyn.
I feel like so it kind of depends who I'm going against. If it's someone I've already wrestled, usually I'm thinking about what they usually do and how they could have improved, like about 2 matches before mine. And sometimes I listen to music, but it just kind of depends if I bring my headphones or not, because most of the time I don't. But sometimes I'll listen to music and I just like play one song and just let it play. So I don't really know what I listen to. It's just random. And when I get on the mat, I feel like I just repeat in my head, like it's kind of cringy, but I like repeat that I trust myself because like when the adrenaline comes, I know that I'll kind of know what to do. I mean, I usually do something dumb every match, but like I feel like I trust myself enough that I don't have to like be super nervous. And then because when you're wrestling, you're not really thinking. Like after the match, you're like, oh, I should have done this, but you weren't thinking about it because it's mostly just I feel like adrenaline and
reaction,
muscle memory. Yeah. So that's basically what it is.
Hey, and that's not cringy. That is awesome. Affirmations are great.
Well, and we've been watching the documentary, The Receiver. It's about NFL players, and George Kittle, who's one of the best tight ends. That's what he talks to himself all game on the sidelines. Like positive affirmations all game. So that's what I thought of when you were
That's
saying
me
that.
during
So, yeah.
kickboxing.
I got this. You talk to yourself, get yourself pumped up. You don't want to say negative things about yourself because that's what we think. So, all right, on to you, Daisha.
So for me, I don't really listen to music like right before a match, like on the way there or in between matches. I'll listen to like some Peso Pluma and stuff. But once it's like time for my match, I have to like listen to the surroundings around me, I guess. That way I can like keep myself calm while I'm on the mat. And then I really just kind of like close my eyes, try to take some deep breaths. Hopefully nobody's talking to me. And that way I can, yeah. That way I can calm down because really, even though I'm feeling like really nervous or something, as long as I'm calm, I'll wrestle good because then it relies more on like the muscle memory and stuff instead of like spazzing out and just doing something really quick because you don't know what to do or like you're worried about it, that sort of thing. You just have to, zone in, be calm.
All right. So Beth, if any of our listeners are out there and they have a daughter that they might want to get involved in ladies wrestling, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. I mean, regardless of where you're at, if you don't know where to start, shoot me a message. You can find me on Facebook. Lincoln Girls Wrestling has a Facebook page. Maybe they have an Instagram page. I'm not really sure. Just literally search Lincoln Girls Wrestling. You can search in Google. We have a website that's tied to that. If you have questions of any sort, even if it's about high school or whatnot, if you just send a message through there too, I can help guide you. Like I said, I'm tied to one high school and to one club, but my heart's in it for everyone. So I'll make sure, like, if my club's not your fit, I will get you in contact with the club no matter where you're at. I have connections. I mean, I'm technically the District 6 women's rep for USA Wrestling too. So I have USA connections, but literally just reach out. I mean, even if you don't know where to reach out to Jeff and Nicole and they'll be like, hey,
yeah,
I got you. So.
All right. Do you have anything else, Nicole? All right. Well, hey, we appreciate everybody coming in, taking the time. This was very informative for us. We really don't know a lot about anything outside of football, at least for me. So, no, this is really cool. We appreciate everybody. Good luck on the upcoming season. And Beth, we'll see you sometime this week at the gym. Next week, we have more girls sports. We're going to be talking about girls on the run. So we're going to have a couple ladies in that are on the board and our coaches. We're going to be talking girls on the run, which will be starting up when school starts next month or later this month, I guess. So, all right. With that, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you. Appreciate all the listeners. We'll be here next week on Fitness Fanatics.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services for